If you're registering a business on the CAC Business Registration Portal and you were queried for late commencement penalty or branch address or any other kind of query that requires you to make a payment that is not available to be paid on the CAC Registration Portal, this video is going to show you how to make payment for your late commencement date penalty, your branch address, and every other kind of those payments that you have to pay somewhere else and then have to resolve it on the CAC Registration Portal to resolve your query and get your business registration successful. If that is what you were looking for that made you click on this video, let's get over to my laptop and let me show you how to go about that. All right, so the first thing you need to know here is that there are some things that you need to get ready before you can start going about making this payment. The first thing you will need is your availability code of the business name that you're trying to make a payment for. Of course, you need to know the business name. You need to know the amount that you are making payment for. So, for example, if you're doing a late commencement, of course, you have to calculate the whole number of days that CAC has charged you for, and you must multiply them by 150 naira. You'll be able to know the exact amount that you need to pay. And if it is branch address that you're making payment for, of course, you know that branch address is about 1,000 naira. So you want to take note of that, or whichever other payment that you want to pay. So for you to get your availability code, number one, anytime that CAC reserves a name for you, they should send a notification email to you, give you a detail of that business name that has been reserved. But sometimes it is possible that you may not even get a mail from them. That is not a problem. So what you want to do is that you want to come to the reserved portion of the account where that business name is being processed or registered. You want to click on the reserved box here, and once you do that, you can see here you're going to see what they call approval notes. Okay, so what you want to do here is that you want to click on the approval note button, and it's going to display the details of that business name. All you need in this case is just the availability code, as you can see here. So I'm just going to copy my availability code. I'm going to open a text editor somewhere, and then I'm going to put it in there. Okay, again, and then I'm going to the name of the company or the business name that you want to make payment for. Of course, you want to have it handy also. So I'm going to get those two ready. So once I'm done, all I need to do is to open another tab on my browser, and this time around I want to come to this website called remitter.net, as you can see here. So I'm going to enter that, and then Remitter is going to load for me. Obviously, you know that you can also do this on your phone. So if you don't have a laptop, it's not a problem. So once it opens, you don't need to create any account. You don't need to sign up. All you want to do is to come to this. What do you want to do here? You want to come to bills and purchases, and then I'm going to click on that. So here is going to display this for me. And in this case, you want to click on pay billers. So I'm going to choose that, and then it's going to take me to another tab. Okay, so here it's asking me, who do you want to pay? So here I'm just going to say Corporate Affairs Commission. Okay, so once I write corporate, you can see that it has displayed Corporate Affairs Commission for me. So I'm just going to enter that. And then here, name of service or purpose. So here you can see the various kinds of payment that can be done on CAC registration using the remitter. So here I want to just scroll down and carefully look for what I want to do. Okay, so but then if you look at it very well, you may not really see late commencement payment or branch address payment. So what we're going to do in this case is that you're just going to look for miscellaneous. So let's look for miscellaneous. Okay, so you can see miscellaneous here. That is what I'm going to be choosing for this purpose. So here, once I click on miscellaneous, here is going to display for me to write out what I want to pay for. All right, so here at description, what you want to do here is that you just want to describe exactly what you're trying to pay for. So let's assume that you want to pay for late commencement. I could just write in here, bill payment for late commencement date penalty query. If yours is branch address, you're going to say you're paying for branch address. And then after you have done that, you just, as a practice, one of the things we do is that you want to pick your availability code here. So I'm just going to copy it here. And then I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to paste it in here and do it just as you have seen me do. So you want to do that. Okay, for state, you just want to leave yours at Abuja. Since Abuja is the headquarters, just leave it at Abuja. You don't need to pick the branch offices, of course. Just leave it at Abuja headquarters. All right, name of principal. Now, this is also very important. the name you want to put in here is the name of the business that you're trying to fix this problem or make this payment for. So in my own case, the name of this business is Digital Quiz Solutions Limited as example. So I'm just going to copy that out, and then I'm going to come in here and then I'll paste the name of that business in the name of principal. Here at amount to pay. Now, if you're paying for late commencement penalty, all you need to do is to go and check the name that you used as your commencement date. It will also be written in your query when CAC queries you. You want to calculate every day from that date down to the very day that you're making that payment. Then you want to multiply the number of days by 150 naira. So let's assume that I've done my own and it's maybe equal to 15,300. I want to put exactly that amount in here. Of course, you want to leave yours at Nigerian Naira. It's already auto picked for you. Then for the payer's name, this is another very important one. You want to make sure that you use the exact name that is on the registration. Okay, so here, if I come in here and I check my profile, this is my name. You want to make sure that this is the name that you're going to put in here. And if you're using another person's account, you want to make sure that you use exactly the account. So let's assume that you are doing it for somebody. You want to make sure that you use exactly the person's name. And if it is an accredited agent portal that you're using, you want to make sure that you use exactly the name as you've seen in the profile section. So here, I'm going to come back and then I'm going to put in the name of the payer here. All right, so once you do that, what's the payer's phone number? Again, you want to put in exactly the payer's phone number. And then the same thing, you want to put in the payer's email address. Okay, so once you do that, you want to come to I am not a robot. You want to click on that. And then once you do that, you want to come in here and click submit. Okay, so once you click submit, you're going to wait a little bit for the process to be completed. So let's wait. All right, so once your process is complete, and then here, you want to make your normal payment as you used to do before. So pick any of your preferred choice. And once you make your payment, an RRR code will be generated for you, as you can see here. Now, this is so important. You want to really save that RRR code somewhere because you need to download your receipt from this website compulsorily, because that is what you will have to upload on CAC to show that you have made this payment. So just in case if the receipt did not generate, you will need this RRR code to regenerate it again. Okay, so here click the print receipt, and then normally it will generate, and then a copy of it should also be sent to your email address. All right, so once you get your receipt ready, all you need to do is to log in again into your portal on CAC, and then you want to come to the upload document section, either it's a business name or a company, and then you want to come to this other section. Okay, you want to come here and click the upload, and then you're going to go to your system, your computer, or your phone, wherever it is, and then you're going to upload that particular receipt that you got from Remita.net. And of course, once you do that, all you need to do is to go back to your dashboard, and then you go back to your query, and then you just come here and click marked as resolved. It's as simple as that. So this is how to make payment on Remita.net for every query that CAC required that you make here, and then you upload your receipt on CAC, you mark as resolved, and CAC will review your application, and if every other thing goes on well, you're going to be approved. So this is how to make payment for your late commencement penalty query, your branch address query, and every other kind of query that requires you to make a payment that is not available to be paid on the CAC registration portal. Now, if you have any other kind of queries and you want me to help you solve them, you can always reach out to me using the WhatsApp link in the video description. Please, I prefer a chat to a call. And if you want to do some of these queries yourself, I already recorded a comprehensive CAC query resolution video that shows you how to do many of these kinds of query. I will leave the link to that video in the video description. You can always check it out. Also, I have a dedicated WhatsApp group where my team and I share updates on how to get free grants, either local or international grants. If you are interested, maybe you're a business owner and you want to be in that group, I'll leave the link to that group in the video description below this video. You can always join us if you want to get such updates. Also, if you have any problem at all around your registration or your digital problem of any sort and you want me to help you fix them, you can also reach out to me. Please, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, help me share it so that more persons that need this kind of video can get to see them. And if you are an unsubscribed visitor to this channel and you want to see more updates from me, why not hit the subscribe button and turn on the alert bell so that YouTube can update you when next I make my new videos. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.